When I watched their game tape and their victory last week, is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On first down, Smith. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to throw, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He's 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he slings one that's incomplete. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
Continue that trend here this afternoon.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Third and long, it's Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame. Hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in the locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. In motion left comes Bryant. On second down, it's Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, Roethlisberger. There he goes inside the 30. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll go again with Bell. Down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Smith on first down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Here's Smith. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the 50, it's Smith. And some room to roam now. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. On second down, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And Gresham has it left side. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
To throw is Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Smith. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they're operating in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cardinals now for 2 straight weeks are having trouble throwing the football. The Steelers have done enough on that end to disrupt the flow, and that's played into it as well. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Steelers on 2nd and 7. The connection is made in the middle of the field. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Cardinals take over late in the second. Gresham's wide open here on the catch. And he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. Staying late in the second. Roethlisberger connecting here with Martavis Bryant. And he'll end up at the 35-yard line before being tackled. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Now let's get you back out to Glendale as we check back in with Brandon Gott.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Steelers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the counter, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
After the interception, here's Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? The interception. And finish off the drive. That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Bell. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And James has it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has...
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A give to Bell. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Got him in. It's Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyler Matakevich coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
In 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
The give is to Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down now after the incompletion. So Alex Smith on the sidelines. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chad Williams, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And that's caught at the 25. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A final score now from Oakland. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. Case Keenum, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On third down, Johnson down right around the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
This will be fielded at the 8. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur in the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Arizona, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.